Welcome back everyone to another training week. You're watching the week of May 8th, where the weekly focus was to start the rebuild post-Oceania. So I'd like to share where my head is at after the Oceania Championships. Of course, I'm really happy with my own performance, and I'm proud with the performances of every single member of the New Zealand team. But now we have to start looking ahead. Just in 2 weeks' time, we have the Auckland Championships. So I'm scheming all sorts of things, which I'll probably discuss here. But of course, I started the week off really light. You'll notice that I didn't actually do anything proper until the Thursday. And following Coach David Colvin's advice, doing a bunch of whipbacks in a row might be a good way to prevent me from taking off short in the whip 2.5. So, what am I rebuilding? Which direction am I going to channel my energy? This is where the exciting times begin, the post-competition skill development. Even though there's only 2 weeks till next competition, then we have 2 months till nationals, then world championships, so it is quite a busy year. But nevertheless, I had a good old play and did the Koudinov, which I have forsaken. I never train it, but got a good touch of the pad with my very own skill. So gave myself a good heartbeat, a good little rush, and it was good to see that after, I don't know, it's been years, after years I still have the air sense to do it. But I gotta tell you, that first one is scary. You just don't know. I'm used to tucking and opening out of the twist, but then here you have to twist straight away. So now, speaking of rebuilding, I looked like a little monkey on that pommel horse at Oceania, all sorts of shape deductions and pike circles. So something I'm going to try to do is more simple circles on a mushroom and start getting more in touch with my body shape to feel the straight position. At the same time, I'm going to continue to work on my single pommel circles. I think if I don't, I'm not going to be able to do horse anymore, because my ring strength conditioning is increasing and my body type is such that it does grow outward. So if I'm not working this single pommel, I'm afraid my pommel days will be over. And of course, all round is going to be very important for this year's Worlds. I don't know what I was doing here, bit of a C-ton fade from the single pommel. And believe it or not, I did compete that back in 2011 Worlds in Tokyo. I went through a phase where after shoulder surgery, I lost my pommel horse and I had to take out some of the skills like the Magyar and replace it with something easier like that C-ton fade. Must be a pommel horse rain dance. I'm dancing to the pommel horse gods. Please make me more flexible. So yeah, every centimeter on this invert cross counts. Every centimeter lower is a good thing. And it really has been a slowly but surely sort of progression. So Auckland Champs in exactly 2 weekends. First, I'd like to congratulate the boys from this weekend. We had TriStar Champs and we had a good competition. The Oceania boys didn't do much because obviously we have to recover after such a big event. But lots of good things from our level 4+ squads. Notable mention to John Ryan, who has, after many hard competitions where he wasn't quite hitting at all, finally the day kind of came together, and yet with a couple of mistakes. We had John Ryan, who you probably know very well from the Coach's Corner narrations. He has qualified to compete all round as a senior at the New Zealand Nationals. So congratulations, John. With I don't know if you're watching or not, but all the boys got hyped for him, and I think the moment that final score on high bar popped up, the boys were just in celebration. Now, so in 2 weeks, what can I throw? What can I throw in 2 weeks? I'm not too concerned about hitting, but I'm gonna test some things out. The inverted cross is definitely one thing I want to test out. I want to see if our judges actually give it credit. I'll probably do pommel horse. Nothing much to test out on horse unless my single pommel becomes amazing overnight, and maybe I can throw a flop in there or something, but that's a bit of a stretch. Now, the layout double pike. You know what? Put down in the comments below, do you reckon I should give the layout punch double pike a crack at Auckland Champs in 2 weeks' time? It's going to be a home comp or a home meet, however you want to call it. So, you know, I'm going to be familiar with the equipment. It's going to be pretty safe, unless of course I start throwing crazy things, but I think it's a good opportunity to have some fun, have a bit of a play. No vault. Give my wrist a break. Vault bothers my wrist quite a bit. So P-bar, you know, P-bar, I definitely want to put the Makoots back in on P-bar. That'll be a 16-2, and you'll see at the end of this training week I gave a peach half a bit of a go as well. So all those skills combined I think would be a 16.3 start value, and you know, it's probably not worth doing a peach half for just 0.1 more than a regular peach. Those that know the rules, you know you can't do all three, so you have to only pick two. So that peach half is only going to add 0.1 for quite a lot of more difficulty. You have to show straight elbows as you catch on the one bar during the turn, so an easy 0.1 there, a little bit of a bent elbow, and you've already lost that 0.1 that you gained in difficulty. But hey, getting through a 16.3 would be a first, and it would be pretty fun. Speaking of high bar, do I just throw a Maris? I mean, let's be realistic. Let's say I just train a bunch of Marises in these next 2 weeks, and I'm probably not going to be able to catch it in the next couple weeks. It's been a few months since I've caught it, but you know, there'll probably be some adrenaline at the competition, so could be a chance there to catch a Maris, and I think I would be the second to do it at a competition after Vlasius Maris himself. Now, it is a really small domestic competition, so I don't even know if that counts, but it's a competition nonetheless. So as far as I know, nobody since Vlasius Maris has competed the Maris since him in 2006. Problem is, if I do catch it, will I have the fitness to get through a whole routine after? Probably not, but hey, it's a fun competition. You know what? Maybe we just send it. Again, put it down in the comments. What do you reckon I should do? So there you see me touching up on that Makoots. And I was training it here and there. Not as a whole, but just in its halves. The first half in the D-arm and just the second half, the Healy part. I was maintaining some work, so it shouldn't take too long to put back in the routine. So that's about it. That's about it for now. Most important thing now is to get back in a rhythm. Try to train the same way that Auckland Champs are going to be held, and again, P-bar and high bar is more likely than not going to be last, so I'm gonna have to do them at the end once again. But you know what, I already did it once at Oceania, so I know I can do it. Thank you for watching. Till next time.